Have you ever wondered how South Africa, a country so diverse and rich in culture, came to be what it is today? Let's embark on a journey through time, tracing the early history of this vibrant land. Our story begins with the original inhabitants, the San and Khoikhoi people, whose rock art still whispers tales of ancient times. These hunter-gatherer societies thrived, living in harmony with the land. However, the 17th century brought winds of change. The Dutch, in search of a replenishing station for ships en route to the East Indies, set foot on the Cape of Good Hope. Their arrival marked the beginning of European colonization, forever altering the region's landscape. They established the Cape Colony, introducing new technologies, crops, and most significantly, a shift in the power dynamics. The influence of these early settlers still echoes in South Africa's diverse culture and languages. Thus begins the complex tapestry of South Africa's history, marked by the arrival of the Dutch. Moving forward in time, the 19th century ushered in a new era with the British taking control. This period marked a significant shift in the dynamics of South Africa. The British, seeking to expand their empire, moved into the region. Their rule, like any, was not without controversy and conflict. The British era in South Africa was marked by a series of significant events. One of the most impactful was the discovery of diamonds and gold in the mid to late 19th century. These precious resources, buried deep in the South African soil, ignited a rush of prospectors, fortune seekers, and the inevitable wave of exploitation and conflict. The discovery of these resources served as a catalyst for the Boer War, a grueling conflict that lasted from 1899 to 1902. The Boer War was fought between the British Empire and two Boer states, the South African Republic and the Orange Free State, over the empire's influence in South Africa. The war was characterized by brutal guerrilla warfare, a scorched earth policy, and the use of concentration camps, marking it as one of the darkest chapters in South African history. The consequences of the Boer War were far-reaching and transformative. The war resulted in the end of the Boer republics and the start of a new era under the British rule. The Boer War also led to the formation of the Union of South Africa in 1910, a new political entity that marked the beginning of a new chapter in South Africa's history. This union brought together the British colonies of Cape of Good Hope, Natal, and the former Boer republics of Transvaal and Orange Free State. The British era and the Boer War left an indelible mark on South Africa, shaping its political, economic, and social landscape. The discovery of diamonds and gold, the brutal war, and the formation of the Union of South Africa, all during the British rule, set the stage for the events that were to follow in the 20th century. The Boer War ended, leaving behind a new political entity, the Union of South Africa. As we delve into the 20th century, a dark period looms over South Africa, the rise of apartheid. This era was not just a chapter in history, but a deeply entrenched system of racial segregation, meticulously implemented by the National Party after they came to power in 1948. The term apartheid, an Afrikaans word, translates to apartness or separateness. And that's exactly what it did. It tore apart a society, segregating people based on the color of their skin, creating a chasm that would take decades to bridge. The National Party introduced legislation such as the Population Registration Act, Group Areas Act, and the Bantu Education Act. These laws served a single purpose: to systematically oppress the non-white population, stripping them of their rights, their homes, and even their dignity. The ramifications were profound, reaching every corner of society. Non-whites were forcibly removed from urban areas, relegated to designated homelands. Their children were denied quality education, their future stunted by an oppressive regime. Yet this period of darkness was not without its beacon of light. The rise of apartheid sparked a resistance that would alter the course of South African history. Among those who stood against the regime was a man whose name would become synonymous with the fight for equality and justice: Nelson Mandela. Mandela, along with other brave men and women, fought tirelessly against the brutal apartheid regime. They rallied the oppressed, inspired hope, and became symbols of resistance. Mandela's relentless fight against apartheid, his long years of imprisonment, and his unyielding spirit have become legendary, inspiring millions across the globe. The rise of apartheid brought with it a period of immense suffering and injustice, but it also kindled the flame of resistance, a flame that would eventually burn down the walls of segregation, igniting the path towards a democratic South Africa. Apartheid cast a long and oppressive shadow, but it also ignited the flame of resistance. In the face of oppression emerged a beacon of hope, the Rainbow Nation. As the sun set on the era of apartheid, a new dawn broke over South Africa. The year was 1990. The iron bars of Victor Verster prison opened, and outstepped Nelson Mandela, a man whose name had become synonymous with the struggle for equality. After 27 long years, he was finally free, embodying the hopes and dreams of millions. Mandela's release signaled the end of apartheid, the oppressive system that had dictated the lives of South Africans for almost half a century. It was a watershed moment, a turning point in the nation's history, and the beginning of a new chapter. In 1994, South Africa held its first democratic elections. The air was thick with anticipation as people of all races lined up to cast their votes. The result? Nelson Mandela, the former prisoner, became President Mandela, the leader of a free South Africa. His presidency marked the birth of the Rainbow Nation, a term coined by Archbishop Desmond Tutu to describe the country's multicultural diversity. Since then, South Africa has made significant strides. It has worked tirelessly to heal the wounds of the past and build a society based on equality and justice. However, the journey has not been without its challenges. Issues like economic disparity, corruption, and social inequality remain, but the spirit of the Rainbow Nation perseveres. South Africa has also celebrated numerous triumphs. It has hosted the Rugby World Cup, the African Cup of Nations, and the FIFA World Cup, showcasing its vibrant culture and warm hospitality to the world. It has produced world-class athletes, musicians, and artists who continue to enrich the global stage. At the heart of it all is the South African people, a diverse tapestry of cultures, languages, and beliefs, united in their determination to create a better future. They are the true embodiment of the Rainbow Nation, reflecting its vibrant colors and its enduring spirit. From the ashes of apartheid rose the Rainbow Nation, a testament to South Africa's resilience. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos.